Hi and welcome to this Blueberry Markets video update with me, John Kibler, head currency analyst. In this video, we're going to go through the Forex market outlook and in particular some charts of interest this week. So, strength and weakness table is actually suggesting that the market's in more of a risk-off environment than it is a risk-on environment. Now, in order to see that follow through, we need to be seeing that drop in the stock market. And as you can see here, I have the Dow Jones over here, the US 30 on your charts here on the bottom right hand side, and you can see that we're continuing to be bullish on this weekly time frame at the current moment in time. So if I just highlight this. Now, we highlighted last week there was an area of interest for us, and that was this sort of zone through here, and in particular those previous lows there on that weekly time frame, because the market has come into this area and for whatever reason it has rallied to the upside. Okay, now the market has then subsequently dropped through and retested these lows through here. However, the market at some point did react from this zone, so that's what I'm thinking is going to happen again this week. I think the market could continue to push higher earlier in the week and then continue to the downside. I don't think the stock market rally is going to continue. I think we're actually going to get another drop from the stock market. So I'm still eyeing up that move. Daily time frame still bullish. 4-hour time frame still bullish. We were looking for these lows to break last week, but they didn't break. The market continued to move to the upside. So I'm looking for the exact same thing again. Until the 4-hour starts creating those lower lows, I'm not going to be looking for that short just yet. Market is continuing to push to the upside. When it gets to this zone, and you see the market start maybe forming lower highs or double top patterns and then breaking lower, that's when you want to be looking to get back on the short of the stock market again. You know, I still think that we are going to get that drop. The market is only just starting to digest the information, and typically when market crashes, we have a initial move down. Okay, this initial move down typically is fear driven, okay, or just seeing that large move in money, and then you get that small shallow retracement, and you can see here we're getting a consolidation pattern form through there. Typically when you see these type of pullbacks after a large move has occurred, we get another impulse down. Now again, like I said in my video previously, don't know whether we'll take out the lows or at least continue beyond the lows, but I think at least a retest of the lows is going to be on the card. So I'm looking for any kind of breakout situations here, looking for those 4-hour charts to move as well. Now, one chart of interest that we pointed out last week as well was Aussie yen, and if we go take a look at that and just zoom right in, we can see that the market is currently retesting those previous areas of resistance as well, and actually the market closed as a bearish doji candle, or at least a bearish small ranging candle. That sometimes suggests that we're going to get a little bit of a move or a reversal setup. If the market is going to return to that risk off, then Aussie yen is going to be impacted. The last time we had that risk off was this move through here. Could a similar move be on the cards again for Aussie yen, and a retest of 59.88 could be something that we look for. Looking at the daily time frame as well, the market seems to be forming some kind of rejection here as well. Are we getting a little bit of a retest of these lows for the market to come and at least retest here and then break down further? That's something as well that's going to be one thing that I'll watch this week. 8-hour time frame, there's been a breaking trend there. Market's retesting that. The 4-hour at the moment is giving us a little bit of a mixed bag of signals, because we had this double top, we broke through. The market is now retesting that neckline. However, in that period of time, we've had a change in cycle on the 4-hour. So what I'm really watching is this pattern. this sort of triangle pattern. And if the market breaks below these lows there around about 68 and closes below, I'm going to be looking for the market to get short on this. Okay, looking for that risk off play for the market to drop further. So keep an eye on Aussie yen, keep an eye on your stock markets this week. This is where I think the play is going to be. Aussie dollar as well, Aussie US dollar retesting those lows through there. Daily time frame is pushing back towards, are we going to see some kind of daily double top before I move down? You know, that's what I'm really looking for here on these charts. 4 hour time frame again, or even looking towards your 8 hour, look for those break in trends. 4 hour at the moment still suggesting to buy the market. On the short term, market is forming higher highs. You can see double bottom, broke through, retested those lows. If we continue to the upside, look for them patterns, look for that shift in trend to see that downside. Obviously, if the risk off doesn't come in and the stocks do continue to rise, then expect a breakout of the move higher. But I don't see that happening. I think that we are going to get a breakdown in those in that stock market as well. And you've got to look at it as well. Fundamentally, we're not really recovering from the coronavirus just yet. There may be a tapering off in cases and people hospitalized, but there is no actual vaccine there yet. There is no what I'm trying to say is there's no real big developments as of yet, and companies are continuing to furlough people. They're continuing to lay off staff. So, you know, it's continuing. The employment is going to continue to fall. Unemployment is going to rise massively. Our spending is going to be completely different. So you've got to understand that how is the stock market going to react? And at the moment, I think this is just a small term burst higher on the back of some stimulus that happened before and worked before. But we're going to see that. I don't think that's going to work again right now. And a breakout to the downside is something that I'm highly looking at. So keep an eye on this zone. You know, as well, I'm just saying these are my opinions. I could be completely wrong, and the market could break and continue to the upside. Just looking at previous crashes in the market, there usually is another fall to come. So let's just see how the market reacts at this key zone. Okay, hope you enjoyed this market outlook. I'll keep you updated on any currency pairs in the week, and I'll speak to you soon.